Alright guys, so we're back working on the good old KTM again. And today we're gonna finally get it running. So first thing we're actually gonna do is pump up the wheels because they are flat. But it's not because they're actually flat, it's been sitting for a year, so they deflated. But then we're gonna put the battery in, which I got right here. It's all charged. And now when we're gonna change all the fluids, I got everything. Oops, I had everything I need. Got some nice good old deals, 20% off on some leaky oil, even though I don't see it leaking at all. And yeah, brake fluid, because the brakes on these kinda suck. Even though this is the only dirt bike manufacturer that has Brembo brakes. Right here, Brembos. Need some Brembos on that thing over there though. Alright guys, so actually we ran into the first problem when I was pumping up the tires. I noticed the front wheel like barely spins. It's not that it's on the ground, because it's not touching right now and I'm lifting it. It doesn't turn. So I don't know if the bearings are shot or if we just need to grease it up, or maybe the brakes got stuck on it, but that's one thing that I need to fix. But anyways, right now I'm just gonna put in an air filter and take the seat cover and put the battery in, and we're gonna start it up to just see if all the like in the last video when I was unplugging a bunch of stuff to make sure that everything's plugged in good and it works, because it should start after that. And then we're gonna address the front wheel issue. Alright guys, moment of truth. I'm gonna try to start it up and we'll see if I connected everything right and if it still works. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so as I was saying, as you guys see, it works. Everything's good. So I warmed it up for about 5 minutes, and now we're gonna go to change the oil, which is actually the bolt back there. So I have a skid plate on this, so when I go off-roading or something like that, I don't crack my case with a rock or anything like that. And so I'm gonna have to take that off, which requires me to just take the bike off the stand and lean it over. And then we're gonna drain the oil, which I would usually do on a stand because the stands are usually made for it, made like that with the hole. But I usually miss because it sprays whatever random ass directions usually. So I'm just gonna get my big ass tub that I change oil, that I put under my car to change the oil. And yeah, I'm just gonna hold it up. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I'll probably need someone to hold the bike while I loosen it, but yeah, let's get to that, and then I'm gonna have to figure out what's up with this wheel, because I was looking at it and it might just be seized brake pads like onto the brake rotor. So maybe if I just once I change everything, I'm gonna go ride it around and maybe it'll release. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to take the wheel off and take a look at it. So other than that, it works, which is great. The bike sounds great. I forgot how loud this thing is. It's ridiculous. These things are so loud with this FMF exhaust, titanium FMF exhaust, super loud. And it has a spark arrestor inside because I went off-roading, which you have to have in California. I don't know how it is in other states, but in California you need a spark arrestor so you don't light the forest on fire. And yeah, it's still loud as hell. It sounds sick, so can't wait. I really want to go riding. It's been a long time. So yeah, let's get the skid plate off and then get the oil change done. Alright, so I actually noticed I don't have to take the skid plate off because there's a nice little hole that, lets your oil out. Yay! Yeah, so yeah, now I actually have to find my oil drainage thing that fits like perfectly in here, and I forgot where I put it, so yep. Alright, so now the bolt's not letting go, so I'm gonna have to put it back on its side and hit it with the hammer, because that's how you do it. Since I don't want to be digging in the oil to find the drain plug, I'm just gonna take this nice little magnet and try to find it. Here we go. The nice thing about KTM's is they come with a magnetic drain plug, and as you can see, there's some bits on it, but that's usually what happens on dirt bikes. This is a little bit different in cars, so it doesn't really, not that big of effect if there's some shavings. Having a sequential transmission, all that, so. Alright, now we're gonna take out the oil filter, which looks like this. Just an orange tube. And there's like a spring in there, so when you take it out you kind of have to be careful. Alright guys, so these KTM takes 4.10 liters. So one of these is a liter. Since it's a European bike, they have it in liters, which is 33.8 ounces. So it's gonna take a full one of these and a little bit more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, what kind of oil? It is a fully synthetic 10W by 50. You can also run 10W by 60, I think, but I prefer the 50. I think the bike runs better, and we've had lots of experience, and we think this one, we've had longer pistons last longer on this setup than on the 10W60. So anyways, I have an aftermarket clutch cover, so I don't even have a funnel that works, so I got one of these, which is out of like another oil drain plug kind of thing, and I'm gonna put it in there, and that's how I'm gonna do it. Alright, so the oil level on a KTM is usually it's visible on other Japanese bikes, but the one here is, if you can see it, is right there. So it looks like we're almost completely full. So we just have to fill it up a little bit more and the whole thing's gonna be full, so we'll be solid. Actually, I looked up in the book or in the manual because I haven't done this in a while, and I just also remembered that this is actually fine. So it has to be when the oil level is between, it's not in the middle, but it's above those two circles. If you see the circles right in the middle, it's above them, but it's not reaching the very top. If you see, there's kind of like a, it's hard to do because I have to press the brake down. If you can see right there, there's a line. It has to reach that. So it's pretty much there. It could use maybe a tiny bit more, but maybe I'll put a little bit more in there, but that's pretty much good. So when you have it like this, you've pretty much done it. You're good. You changed oil. Good job. This isn't really even a guide, but yeah. But if you're following this to change your own oil, yay, we're done. Guys, so as you see, it rides good, and yeah, actually we're gonna have to bleed the brake because there's some air in it, and yeah, it's way too far down until it actually starts working. So we're gonna bleed the brake, and the front's working fine. So, and I like it not too harsh on the front because, you know, I tend to eat shit, and I just stepped on something and it flew away. I think it was just the cap. So yeah, I'm pumped. Bike works great. Alright guys, so I just noticed I didn't film an outro because it's actually the next day, and I started editing the video and I noticed I don't have an outro, so here it is. Anyways, the bike's all good. It's kind of dark. It's actually like 8 o'clock. So it's kind of dark, but here's the bike. It's all fixed and ready to go. So hopefully I get to ride this weekend, but I did bleed the brakes. I didn't film it. I thought it was kind of boring, but other than that, the bike's ready to go. So all the fluids are changed, bike runs great, and hopefully I go riding. I looked up all my gear. It's kind of dirty. I have to clean that up, but other than that, it's gonna be ready to go. So yeah, I know most of you that watch the videos are probably car people, but I think I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of dirt bike because I keep saying I will, and I did. Last time I said I will, I didn't ride for a year, so it was kind of a lie. But anyways, this time I really need to force myself to get out there, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. I thought I'm actually honestly like I hope you guys enjoyed whatever content I put out there because I'm running out of things to do with my car. I've run out of money. It's costing me way too much. I'm spending every dime on it. And I need to cut it out a little bit and just enjoy it. That's why most of the videos now is going to be just me using the car, not putting new parts on it, let's per se. So, yeah, that's what I want. And I'm going to put a little bit of dirt bikes videos in it too. And hopefully you guys like. And yeah, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with some other cool footage.